Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Relax. Now move your awareness going down towards your heart chakra. See this light entering and energizing it. Hold the chin mudra and let us begin. Step 2, energizing heart pranayam. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Relax. Now move your awareness going further down towards your navel area, energizing your third and second chakra. Hold the Dhyan Mudra and let's begin step 3, energizing navel pranayam. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Relax. Now move your awareness further down towards your root chakra and see this light entering and energizing it. You can flatten out your thumbs and let's begin with step 4, energizing root pranayam. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Relax. Now allow all this light flowing through you to make its way further down from your root, traveling all the way down into the center of Mother Earth and blending with the light inside her core. Now let's chant one more Om and move to phase 2, cleansing our chakras. Now see your higher self pouring down beautiful soul feelings of love, joy, peace, harmony, creativity, abundance, all that you need at this moment, and see it all flowing towards you from above, entering you from your crown, and with every step, see it dissolving and brushing away everything that no longer serves you and replacing it with these beautiful soul feelings. We'll start with step 1, cleansing third eye pranayam or Nadi Shodhan. Relax. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Now let's move to step 2, cleansing heart pranayam or Bhastrika. Now move your awareness going further down and see these soul feelings entering your third and second chakra. We'll start with step 3, cleansing navel pranayam or Kapal Bhati. Relax. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Now finally, let's move our awareness and see these soul feelings moving into your root chakra. Let's do step 4, cleansing root pranayam or root pastrika. Relax. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Now see all these soul feelings moving further down from your root, making their way all the way into the center, the core of Mother Earth. And see Mother Earth absorbing all of this so joyfully. Now let's chant another Om and move to phase 3, harmonizing our chakras. Now see this portal of light from your higher self further expanding, flooding you, entering you from your crown, and with every breath, see yourself becoming lighter and lighter. We'll start with step 1, rhythmic third eye pranayam. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Now let's move to step 2, rhythmic heart pranayam. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now move your awareness further, going down towards your navel area, and see all this light in your third and second chakra. Let's start with step 3, rhythmic navel pranayam. Relax, breathe in, breathe out, slowly. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. See all this light entering into your root chakra we move to step 4, rhythmic root pranayam. Relax, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly. Breathe in, breathe out. Empty, silent. You're in a space of suspended breath, no mind, no breath, and remain in this space for as long as you can.
Make sure you're sitting with a straight spine, or spine is becoming straight on its own. Surrendered in this soft place of feeling energy, feeling your soul with very soft breath, even no breath. Just witnessing the rhythm of breath, witnessing a different type of energy than the mind energy, just witnessing energy of the sound, of joy, of love. This energizing, this intention to stay in this soul energy with conscious listening, watching the rhythm of breath. This is worth putting effort into until it becomes effortless. So we do Devi Kriya, and even beyond that, even after Devi Kriya, remaining alert and energizing, feeling the energy. It's hard to put it in words, but it would be like the body. You take the body to the gym, or you take the body to a swimming pool, wherever, for it to exercise. So this is your soul getting its exercise, soul feeling itself in the body. If you don't pay attention to the body for exercise, the body does not feel as strong. If you don't let the soul come into your body, and become aware of the sounds, the joy, the silence. You're learning to engage the soul so the soul can strengthen in your body. Your soul is infinite and very strong, but you cannot feel it in your body, which is what is being awakened. Soul is like infinite emptiness. And that infinite emptiness, to awaken that in your body, so just like body when it exercises, initially it feels a little lethargic, don't want to do it. Then you go and you do it, and then you start feeling good. So mind will resist even the soul coming in, becoming mindful, watching the present moment, witnessing the breath. The mind wants to resist this, just like it resists anything. Out of laziness, it resists you going for a walk. Same mind that will resist you staying in the present moment with witnessing the breath. So recognize that and let the mind relax, rest, because your soul is already awakened to join in these activities. It is already awakened. That is why you're walking this path. But acknowledge that soul presence is the closest to who you are. You exist in layers. The deepest emptiness, which you can't even notice or feel, is the higher self, which is deepest emptiness and the most infinite bliss. Hard to access that because it's very deep. Then there is soul, which is also infinite as it is joined with the higher self. It's a thread from the higher self joined into your body. And that's you, very close to you. Your higher self is the closest. Soul is part of that, so it's you. Then you've taken on this body in this lifetime. This body is you. And out of great compassion, your soul is cleaning up the karma of this body. This body came from a lineage, ancestral lineage. Your soul may not be even aware of this lineage, meaning aware of it Some time ago, of course, it became aware when it took birth. But say 2, 3 lives ago, the soul may not even be aware that it was going to choose this body, the completely different ancestral lineage whose karma it is cleaning. So we're all bodhisattvas in a way. We're all cleaning karma of the bodies we take, in which we may have incarnated for the first time in that ancestral lineage. It's possible we came even before. You may have been your own great grandfather. It's possible. But it's also possible that it's the first time. And 60% of the karma comes from the body lineage, 40% from the soul incarnations. So then you're a great bodhisattva, right? You're cleaning this karma of this body. And this body is you in this lifetime. And a lot of the mind comes depending on the body you've chosen and the soul impressions from its soul incarnations. Soul and body mix, which decides which culture you will be born in, what kind of family, whether they'll be vegetarians, whether they'll be warriors, whether they will be business people or spiritually oriented. You take birth in a particular family for whatever soul wants to learn. Soul may not know anything about courage. It's a lesson it wants to learn. Then you'll be born in a warrior family and you'll learn about courage. Soul wants to learn about peace. You might be born in a place which is very surrendered to peace, where families teach peace. So there could be different reasons, and that body and soul will produce the mind. The ancestral body lineage in the DNA will have the impressions for the mind, and the soul incarnations will mix up, and that creates your mind. So mind becomes the most, what can you say, most mixed up. It is mixed with body ancestry, soul ancestry. And now, as the soul is returning, you have to skillfully untangle who are you, who are not you. So you're not the mind, you're not the body. You are all of these, we're not saying that, but deeply Most deeply, you are just your higher self. You are neither the mind nor the body, not even the soul, because even soul will merge into the higher self. But the closest you are after the higher self is the soul. And soul consciousness is being felt in this breath. The soul has infinite soul feelings. You're reawakening to these so that the body DNA, which exists at energetic level also, not just physical, energetic level, it goes back into the past and the future. And at energetic level, it is connected to the souls that incarnated in those bodies up to 7 generations. The effect is more before and after. So when you heal the body DNA through the soul, when the soul feelings are activated, body does heal, the DNA heals. It goes all the way energetically to the past life of the body lineage, not your past life, your ancestors, the parents, their parents. That DNA is healed energetically, which heals the souls that incarnated in those bodies. So you're spreading healing by healing yourself. Again, that is what makes a bodhisattva. You don't have to become a bodhisattva, you already are by design, because you're healing the world by healing yourself. All you have to do is make it even stronger, the intention. That the intention of being given so much bliss, so much happiness, is to heal the world. That's the greatest use of the bliss that you are given. To heal the suffering of others, of course, begins with personal liberation. That is why you feel the bliss if you are healed. And then that bliss heals different worlds. That's why Shiva is with us. That's why great goddesses, Mahadevis are with us. They are healing the worlds, and that's the use of the bliss. Bliss just does not stay bliss away from the world. The bliss comes into the world, and it does not change, it remains. It has different flavors, different colors. Bliss does not become suffering. Bliss remains its nature, but you start healing the world. And there'll be flavors, colors. Sometimes you'll feel it as compassion. Sometimes you'll feel it as forgiveness, gratitude. They're all flavors of bliss, flavors of joy, thousand seeds of joy. So remember, inviting soul to to inhabit more of your body, to embody more of your body, may sometimes feel like could feel like slight effort, but so is true when you go to the gym, right? This slight effort, but you enjoy it. So might feel like I'm putting energy in the present moment. I'm listening, I'm witnessing. But this is the ultimate exercise. It's the exercise of the soul coming in your body. So deeply honor it, engage in it. Morning meditation, evening meditation. Let the soul blossom in your body through breath. The soul will take you beyond all judgments. The Mahadevis who help us in this wisdom, they are so completely beyond judgments. The feminine is seen as helping with that. So, in this place that I'm visiting, this has a great history. Taoism, which was Taoism in China with the letter D, which is known as Tao with letter T, was born here. The symbol yin and yang, which is mentioned quite a bit in the next book with Parvati Ma and Adi Shakti, that yin yang comes from Taoism or Taoism. It's a union of masculine, feminine. It is when you perceive the union, union itself is feminine in nature. Individuation, separation is the act of becoming free, creating something new from what exists. That's masculine. So when yin and yang separate, it becomes more masculine. When yin and yang come together, it becomes even more feminine. So this is where philosophy comes in. The feminine and masculine joining, the act of joining is feminine. Feminine and masculine separating is more masculine. When yin and yang merge, that's more yin. When yin and yang separate, that's more yang. When Tao masters, there are great mountains in China that a lot of people don't talk about. They talk about Tibet. Tibet has these mountains where there are many temples. As you keep walking, keep walking. But same is true of China. They just don't talk about it. China has many mountains where you can walk for kilometers, and you go left, there is this temple, you go right, there is this temple, goes on and on. China is still very deeply Buddhist. They don't talk about that. Much about China is misunderstood because of the politics. So in this place, the reason we got into it is this deep unification with the soul is also a feminine process because the joining is feminine, and the great Mahadevis who are bringing this wisdom at least one story we know of Kuan Yin, who here in China is known as Guan Yin with the letter G, not K. Guan, Guan Yin. And she arose around 6th, 7th century AD as the Buddhists reimagined Avalokiteshvara, who is the Buddha of compassion, emptiness, one of the two Buddhas, Manjushri and Avalokiteshvara, who began Mahayana Buddhism. So Avalokiteshvara was reimagined in the feminine form around 7th, between 7th and 10th AD, which slowly became Guanyin, which is known as Kuan Yin, who we will do the next book with after the second book. She and Tara and perhaps maybe even Saraswati. So Avalokiteshvara, the Lord of Compassion, decided, or Buddhists decided, we want to see him in a feminine form. So Kuan Yin was created, was formed. If humans desire God or Buddhas to be seen in a certain way, and that is their heart's desire, the Buddhas will show themselves in that way. So we were talking about judgments, and judgments, Mahadevis don't judge at all. And when Avalokiteshvara became Kuan Yin, why? Because they wanted compassion to be seen with the energy of mother. The feminine is the mother, the great mother, like Saraswati, like Parvati Ma, like Mahalakshmi Ma. Because mother has absolutely no judgment in her true love. And how much judgments we carry, self-judgments. Which is what we want to discuss today, judgments. And the guilt and shame that comes with it. First thing you want to know is that the soul decided to learn these lessons, to know what it is not. So it's all meant to be what's happening. Now you know enough of what you are not. So now forgive yourself. Forgive yourself very deeply. That's part of what the soul wanted to learn. That's why you may have done things or taken paths which you feel guilty about, shameful about. Complete forgiveness, self forgiveness, to remove judgment about yourself. Then you may not have done anything wrong, but you've taken the judgments of others about you and made them real. This whole patriarchal society is built on judgments. There's very little love. Whole structure is judgment based. Because the structure is judgment based, it's like a sickness. So everybody has to make so much money. There's so much competition. Because we're so used to judging each other with level of wealth. It's become so normalized. Then you obviously have to become something, have a career. What if there was another way of living in which there was no judgment? Who would you be without that? So we cannot change the society overnight, but recognize that maybe you are overdoing it. You don't have to live by society's rules. You can choose to love yourself. You don't have to judge yourself because society judges you. It can affect the smallest decisions and the biggest decisions when you allow society's judgments to become your judgments. Every family has examples of these. I can give an example of my life. Simple, very simple example. So, when I finished my doctorate degree in finance. At that time, there was a choice what to do next. My own family, my dear father, who is now no more, he passed away in 2012. He was in the corporate sector, so he recommended at the time I should get a corporate type finance company type job or World Bank or something. And I chose, I looked, but then I got a job as a teacher, as a professor, assistant professor at a small university at that time. And there was a purpose to that also, because I loved meditation, and there was flexibility in this job. I had time where I did my teaching, then I had time when I did research, and there were 3 months off in the summer when there are no students, 1 month off in winter when I can meditate. It suited my life. And yet I was very good at mathematics. I still do financial mathematics research, still active in research, which comes naturally to me, so it doesn't take much time. But the choice was to let the ambition go. I don't have to go on Wall Street. I was not so interested in money, just wanted enough to live a normal life, and most important thing was my spiritual path. So it's a small example, but what I'm saying is that many times we'll get lost in society's judgments, what parents want us to do. But we have to meditate, think deeply, and go, what career path, what can I do? Do I become a healer? Do I do this? Do I do that? And listen to your soul. And the soul, in these small judgments or big decisions, will guide you. But society is built on judgments, and one of the greatest judgments we make is based on somebody's wealth. It's just inbuilt, and we have to drop that. Souls have come to learn lessons. So judgments have to melt away about social status. Every soul is so divine. Then we carry so much judgment about our bodies. patriarchy has created a very, very convoluted sense of body. It's good to be healthy and exercise, but so much shame, judgment we carry sometimes. And everybody's body is beautiful. It functions, you can see, you can hear. We have to deeply love our bodies. That's partly why we are doing the Devi asanas. Part of it is to just love our bodies. And there's so much judgment, shame. The soul, if you just plug into the soul, infinite soul, these things start fading away. How much wealth one has, what does the body look like, the souls are shining. Many people, they have this energy about them because the soul is shining. They don't have money, they don't have, you wouldn't call them descriptions of what is good looking, but they reflect their soul and people see it. People acknowledge them. They are so beautiful in their soul path because soul begins to shine. So that infinity of soul can dissolve all these self-judgments. And it takes a little effort, but it's worth it to bring the soul in with breath, to watch the present moment, to become who you are deeply, which is the soul. You get in your mind and you become you become more superficial. You invite your soul, you become more real. So that is the choice. Bring the soul in, judgments will reduce. Then we have so much judgment around our higher chakras and lower chakras. And even these judgments have to dissolve. It's the same soul energy that is expressed from the heart and the womb, the sacral chakra, the heart chakra. It's the same soul. It may show itself as compassion in the heart, as sensuality in the sacral. And we say sensuality because that's within you. Goddesses make a big distinction between what is sexual and what is sensual. And sexual engagement will lead to karmic entanglements. You become the other becomes you. You take on each other's karma to some extent. That's why people who get married, they start looking like each other after many years. Have you noticed that? Because you take a little bit of each other's karma. They say in Hinduism, you become one. But this has not been understood very widely in the Western tantric movements. So goddesses are particular that only engage like this if you so deeply love another that you are willing to take on some of their karma. So that's a personal choice how that happens, but it's good to stay in your own energy, not take on too much karma or get entangled. But that's a different energy than the sensual energy. Sensual energy is just your own aliveness, your own energy with yourself, which connects with the heart, and that's your own beingness. Nothing to do with another person. But there's judgment against sensual energy. That's patriarchy, that's how society is designed. So we feel ashamed of our own bodies. And something so beautiful as sensual is seen with shame. So we judge our bodies in different ways. With what society thinks it's good looking. And souls are beautiful. Every body is splendidly beautiful. If they could just taste the soul, the infinity of soul coming in the whole body, just see that, then everybody is, there's no judgment absolutely then. But wealth, social status, body, all kinds of things, and we become filled with judgments about our own self. Forget judging others, we start judging ourselves. And that we were talking last 3-4 days about how to get out of the mind. These judgments keep us stuck in the mind. So what do? We bring in soul feelings, we bring in breath, same technique with Devi Kriya, with breath methods. From that place of emptiness, we look at our mind. Are we judging ourselves? Are we judging others? Which will become self-judgment at some point. Can we surrender to deep love, compassion? Souls have chosen this. A soul may be much higher than you in spiritual realization, but may have chosen to come in this life in a lower social status, lower economic wealth, may even have come. A lot of people have household help in India, may have come as your housekeeper, helps you cook or clean, and many housekeepers, many of these people have so much love, so much caring, and they may be more advanced spiritually, soul level might even be higher frequency. So, you have to deeply have arouse that compassion, that okay, gratitude for giving me what I have, but I have to see everybody with no judgment. A deep love for all social segments. And when you can see them as yourself, when we make divisions, we don't care. Then, okay, they should work harder, that's why they don't have the money. All of that comes in. But if you see them as souls, you will know when to help, when not to help, because that'll create more problems. Like if you just give money to, you know, children on the street, that'll encourage more begging. So you have to use your wisdom, but when you see the world without judgment as souls and so many struggling, your heart will go out and want to do something. They're all like you, magnificent souls. So you will drop, when you go deeply into the exploration of judgments, you'll see that a lot of these are connected to your ego also. The ego becomes the hook, and part of being able to stay plugged in to soul consciousness in the present moment, in the body energy. Part of it is dropping, seeing all. How do you drop it? You see it from place of emptiness. After Devi Kriya, you have this space. From that space you can watch. And as you witness, the judgments will drop. What would it be to live without any judgment? There's a whole part dedicated in the next book on how to go from the mind to no mind, how to go from judgments to no judgments. And we don't have time today, but you go from divisive judgments to unifying judgments. Divisive is, I am better, you are worse, my country is better, that country is worse. These are divisive judgments. This religion is better than that. Unifying judgments are, all humans are created equal, all souls are magnificent, all religions teach peace and faith and love. So unify the judgments. Everybody is beautiful. Deeply believe that. All of my body is lovable. There's no lower and higher. So if you deeply believe in unifying judgments, slowly you will come to no judgments. That's the trick. So how to unhook yourself from a judgmental mind? Come into a place of deeper compassion, love, forgiveness, so that more of your soul can be in your body, alive, because judgments will prevent that. That's the invitation from Mahadevis. So with that, with thankfulness for Kuan Yin who is here in this place, as much happened here, and she is, her energy is with with Mahalakshmi Ma, Saraswati Ma, Parvati Ma. There's a deep integration of them with Kuan Yin Ma. And other goddesses, of course. All is coming together in oneness. Kuan Yin Ma is the queen of the dragon realm, which is a whole nother topic of discussion. The dragons are spiritual beings of non-duality, dragon masters. They're different realms. So we thank all of them, Kuan Yin Ma, Lakshmi Ma, Saraswati Ma, Parvati Ma, for all the wisdom, all the books that are coming or are being given at this time of divine feminine awakening. And with that, we'll play the Devi mantra now.
completely empty and silent. And when you need to take a breath, you can gently do so and see all this light that is flowing to the core of Mother Earth. See Mother Earth fully lit up with your own divine light of your higher self. And now, in this beautiful enlightened space, let us thank all the Mahadevis and the divine energies present, helping, guiding, and protecting us through this Kriya with a heartfelt Devi mantra. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Now let us chant 3 Oms before we can close. Om. Om. You may rub your palms, cup your eyes, and slowly, in the cup of your palms, you may open your eyes and stay in this divine space for as long as you like. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining.